It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys on Monday Night Prime Time.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying in to Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Hello all, Kate Scott up here in the booth, and joining me as always, my partner Brock Heward. All right, Brock, everyone hoping we see a competitive contest here, and both teams feel they can provide that.
Yeah, this should be a good one. I mean, you just stack these two teams up. We've all done our homework. They've done a lot more practice time and film watching and everything else. But by all accounts, the numbers will tell you, the talent will tell you, we're going to have a competitive chess match, and I can't wait to watch it.
Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And leading them out from Central Michigan, an undrafted free agent back in 2017 and still here, it's Cooper Rush.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Straight to the air they go. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. That's incomplete left side.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Cowboys butting it away here on fourth, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on the route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
It's Mixon on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. His first throw is an interception. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They've got a man in motion. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this through midfield and start pushing into Texans territory. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. Third down coming up. Rush now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will get them on the board. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
When you talk to kickers about kicking field goals of this length, they will tell you, Kate, you got to keep it a little lower and you got to drive it. You still got to be accurate. Basically, all the pieces got to come together like they just did to hit from that distance.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. On the option, here's Mixon. Up the sideline, past the 45. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it sets up a Houston first. Keeping it with Mixon. Into the 2nd level, past the 30. And they finally get to him at the 15. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. On the ground again with Mixon. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans take a 4-point lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body builds. Body builds. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Good blocking on the return. He gets 23 out of it. And it's going to be Texans football. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down. A give left side. Here's Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and, hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
Catch is made down the right sideline. they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. 3 yards puts them back on the right track. Now they've got 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Texans get 6 more on their early advantage. Tank Dell the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field. So that play is going to remain a touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans drive their lead to 11.
Cowboys 3.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rush now. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Throwing now, off play action. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Rush looking to pass. It's taken in by Lamb. And he's tackled for a short gain. They'll go with another punch, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. That's the end of our 1st quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. It's a 2-score game early. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. We'll begin the 2nd quarter with the Texans in possession. They got this after forcing a punt at the end of 1. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. This is Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they can have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Looking to throw, Stroud. He's on them, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. They're going for this. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Rush to throw. That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Throwing, rush. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. So now, here's third and goal.
The play lost a yard. It's now third.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This from 28 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one's caught along the left sideline. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it sets up a Houston first. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they're left facing third and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Running left is Mixon. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, this is Mixon. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Kendricks. And the Cowboys make the most of the interception, returning this up to their own 25 before going down. Play action on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's Lamb running the slant. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Here's Rush. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Rush. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. Now the give to Mixon. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Texans driving ahead. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back to throw, Stroud. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Now a give to Mixon. Hits a seam at the 40.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Running it with Mixon. He gets the first and more to the 35. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from the score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Offense to the line for second down. On the carry, this is Mixon. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Only 2 yards on the run, and they're left with 3rd and 11.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Throwing is Stroud. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans lead by 15 now. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. To the air with Rush. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Well, last play didn't work out too well. Looks like they're going ground game now. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We've come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines. But hey, they've got the lead. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Sims now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And he has done all that they've asked for him, shouldering the weight of this offense, got his 100-yard game. He's reached the end zone for him as well, Brock. Just really put together a performance he can be proud of. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Deron Bland. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground again with Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet. Have that explosiveness to chase and play on the outside down. What linebacker just did. That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball right. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Stroud. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going play action. It is caught left side. And that's good for a gain of 5. And stop coming from Henry To'o.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. After 24 yards.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Big gap up the middle. And finally they catch up to him at the 11. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go, 2nd down. They give it to him again. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Back to throw. Now to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the left hash, about 31 yards out. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
He's happy to bring him 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Sims now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
It's Mixon on 2nd down. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by Deron Bland. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Cuts it to the... and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Texans stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans go up by 19. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Rush now to throw. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It's an option to the left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. And the Texans go in nickel coverage, 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Dialing up a receiver screen. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Texans returning their offense and this running back to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. On play action, here's Stroud. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pick up of 7 yards on the play. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Stroud now on third. Escapes the pocket. Schultz with the catch. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And they're able to haul him down, and that's going to wrap up this third quarter. Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. Ball at the 33 for first down. Keeping it with Mixon. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. He'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to make the advantage 22.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Rush looking to pass. Got Mingo, it's complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Here's Rush to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field,
tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Jimmy Ward has it. And the Texans will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw.
On the option, here's Mixon. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. They're now set for 1st and 10. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Running left is Mixon. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans put up even more points in a win. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating. And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's going to be caught by Mingo. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing, rush. Dumps it off to his running back. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
A give to Mixon up the middle. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Stroud. Someone got a piece of that downfield throw, but it is caught anyway. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans keep running away with this. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Rush. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. To the air with Rush. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. Here's Rush. Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And a fair catch made here at the 17. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down. And with that run, he's eclipsed Adrian Peterson's mark of 296 rushing yards. And with it, set a new single-game benchmark for what it means to run the football well. But he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Running it with Mixon. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down. On the carry, this is Mixon. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. So the Texans come away with the road win. And we didn't need to reach the closing stages of the game for this one to be over. They had things decided and fans heading for those exits well before the clock reached zeros here in the 4th. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Dallas.